Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comedian and host of Bachelorette Recap, a guy's review. Katie Thurston just celebrated her 6th week as Bachelorette. Last night, she sent home 5 gentlemen. I use that term loosely. 80% of those gentlemen have just been announced as being on the next season of Bachelor in Paradise, which is already filmed and will be airing August 16th, 2021. Just a month away, folks. So in the meantime, as Katie whittles her cast down to hopefully that final guy, we can analyze the different gentlemen that'll be joining us here on the beaches of Mexico. And in honor of that, I've got a special background I wanted to premiere. Look at that, folks. We are on the beach. Grab a Mai Tai. Grab your beverage of choice. Grab your favorite coconut-themed drink and join us on the beach. Here's the first promo featuring some of these men that were just dismissed by Katie on The Bachelorette. Let's see if they can find love or have a fist fight under a palapa.
I'm so sorry.
You didn't get a rose, guys.
That's heartbreaking.
Take a moment, say your goodbyes, and say hello to paradise.
What's up, you guys? Hi.
Premieres Monday, August 16th on ABC.
I tell you what, if Bachelor in Paradise ruins my connection with Connor, I want him to come out of that unscathed. We know there's no quicker way to make a villain out of someone than to put him on Bachelor in Paradise. Well, let's do this. Let's put some reggae music on here. Let's hang out. Let's relax. Enjoy whichever sort of stimulant or relaxant you enjoy that is legal in whichever state you are in. And let's go down the list here of stories. So these are the 4 gentlemen that we're speaking of. So I guess there's no Hunter. We're missing Hunter. We have Aaron, Connor, Brennan, James, the hunk, and then there's Trey. So a pretty good batch. And then, of course, at the bottom, Deanie Baby says, I don't know why, but I'd risk it all for Aaron. I would risk it all to join Connor at his piano bar night. That looks like a lot of fun. So anyway, there they are. I'm sure Trey will have a good time. Trey was pretty well liked, you know. Yeah, sure, didn't always see eye to eye with people like Andrew when it came to villainizing and unionizing against some of the cast. What we know about James, other than he loves a good bicep workout, is and has a nice hairline. That gel, though, I mean, what is he using? Glue? What's on that head? We'll have to see once he gets to the saltwater sandy beaches. So James has had 0 drama as far as we know, which, you know, if you had to look by photos alone, there's something about the circumference of a bicep that usually translates into drama. I don't know what it is. You get the Chad Johnsons, just the type of guy that just can, you know, throw you through a palapa. But so far, so good. We'll have to see how it goes. I could be foreshadowing for all I know. So we're excited to see them. Bachelor Nation posted, the beach just got hot. All right, should I do it in their voice? The beach just got hotter. Excited to reveal new Bachelor Nation faves coming to Bachelor in Paradise, premiering Monday, August 16th. And then Katie goes, when your friends start dating your exes, but you're here for it. Or do you clap after? Here for it. I feel like you clap on it. White people, we just can't figure out when to clap. Am I right, white people? Jasenia says skull, which I've been told means funny, I guess. Wow. Show your age. Well, where I come from, skull means you're dead. But I guess on the internet, it means so funny you killed me. I'll take it. We'll take that rap. What are you in for? I killed it. Oh, you killed somebody? No. I did something so funny that people posted the skulls on my Instagram. All right, so here's Hunter. Now, as far as we know, Hunter's not on the cast list, but that doesn't mean he's not going to show up this season. So maybe they're holding on to him. You know, he kind of feels like he was done dirty. As you guys know, last week I posted what a heartfelt Instagram video that Hunter made about his struggles with addiction. Katie seems to enjoy him. So why couldn't the Bachelor producers edit him in a way that reflected their own lead's judgment of him, I should say. Here's what Hunter said following his exit last night. As the one and only person that left last night that didn't receive a Bachelor in Paradise nominee. Is that correct? Five left last night? Yeah, all 5 left, and he was the only one who's not going to Paradise. He said, wow, what a ride. While these past 2 weeks have been pretty miserable, it's hard to say that I fully regret the experience for 2 reasons. One, and the more obvious reason, is the opportunity to have met and spent time getting to know a woman like Katie. The way she handles herself has been impressive and admirable. When I shared intimate stories and experiences with her, she made me feel heard and accepted. She went out of her way to make me feel special on several occasions, and I will never forget the way she made me feel, the way she makes me feel. Katie always fights for what is right, and that is so hard to find these days. The second huge takeaway from this experience is the relationships I've formed with my castmates, who are no longer castmates but now brothers. It is incredible how close you can get to people when you are in such a unique set of circumstances. Many of them and their incredible stories inspire me to be better. I may not have ended up finding love like with Katie, but I've made the types of friendships with these men that you look for your entire life. As for my image, I am hopeful that the people that know me and have taken the time to get to know me as a person rather than an edited character truly understand who I really am and what I stand for. There will always be people that want to hate, and that is okay. I will continue to try and focus on the ones that love. Thank you all for being a part of this. Much love. P.S. Hi Reddit. Makes me think he isn't going to be on Bachelor in Paradise because this is kind of his plea for like, hey, don't judge a book by its cover, which I totally agree with. I didn't realize his edit was that bad. I mean, I guess maybe I'm traveling in different circles where like we're so used to giving the villains the benefit of the doubt that that edit didn't even affect me. Short of a couple things there, he spears the guy in the tackle, but who didn't? The edit that Hunter got did not make me feel like he was a bad guy at all. And then once you watch his video, you go, oh, he's like the rest of us. He's trying the best with the information he has. All right, so that's where it's at. And then there are the reveals. We just showed them. So let me know what you guys think. Now, who will Jasenia be with? So when we had Jasenia was obviously a cast member from Katie's season. So she posted the skull emoji when Katie says that my friends are going to be dating my exes. Hey, that's just the cycle of life in the Bachelor universe. The dating world goes around like a bad strain of HPV, right? Not that there's anything wrong with it. Jeez, we live in a world where I feel bad making an HPV joke. You know what I mean? Look, I'm not saying STDs are horrible. I want to destigmatize the, whatever, but the joke's the joke. Okay, folks? All right. So here's Victoria, right? She stands out, and she's getting some hate. As we know, there's two Victorias. They've both gotten a fair share of hate along with Tammy. Now, you might wonder, like, what's deserved and what's not. Now, we watched with our own two eyes Victoria L. on Matt James' season. She was the villain. It was clear-cut. Hunter, with Hunter and Thomas, we had to look for the villain. We had to be like, wait, who? What? We don't really understand. Victoria Larson was the villain. Now, does that mean she's a horrible person? No, not at all. But what it means is she said some mean things on camera in her testimonials. She was dealing with a lot. She had like a sty infection, bags under her eyes, her bra's hanging out. I mean, everyone watching it goes, is she a plant? Are they punking us right now? Is she a real human? Well, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Victoria Larson is a real human, and she really has feelings. And, sometimes when you shame somebody, it leads to growth. Some positive, some negative. So the question is, did the shame that Victoria Larson got from her season as the villain, from being America's most hated person on Bachelor for a few months, did the shame that she got, was it enough for her to change on Bachelor in Paradise? Well, here's what we know. She clearly had what the women in my universe like to call a glow up. I believe that's the word, glow up. Is that the term? Or is it blow up, glow up, punch up, whatever the case may be? She changed her hair color. And look, whenever you go through a bad breakup, ladies, am I right? First things first, get a haircut or change your hair color. Because if you get dumped by a guy, the last thing you want to do is look in the mirror and pretend like it was your fault. He's like, oh, I guess he doesn't like brunettes. Change your hair color. I'm a whole new person. Got eyeliner. I'm going to be a new me. Wax my eyebrows, or, fully waxed, tatted, vaxxed, whatever, get the Pfizer, whatever you need to do. Whatever you need to do. Johnson & Johnson just to get a new Johnson. I don't know what you need to do. Point is we like to change. I mean, I've gotten dumped before. Next thing you know, I'm pulling a Britney Spears. You know what I mean? I have big ears. I don't look good with a buzzed head. Point being, she obviously made some changes. She went from the side part to the part down the middle. I'm not judging her. I'm not judging her. Clearly, she's, when you see her Instagram, she's getting dermabrasions and scrapes and polishes. She's like an antique car at this point. She's getting the underbelly done, the whole thing. But the thing is, it's like, well, she's got her following. So for all I know, that's kind of her job now, is to go get a facial, promote it. So it might seem like she's getting a lot of work done. I don't know if that's the case. Now, be respectful in the comment section. We just saw, going back to this photo here, we just saw in Tasha's video on her channel, we talked about Victoria P, who was accusing the show of like overly photoshopping their faces. And she was like, really, why are we doing this? You know what I mean? And we can't decide that we're going to be pro one person's body and then anti another person's body because we see them as the bully. Now, could Victoria Larson be hypocritical, calling all these other women names and all these things? Absolutely. That's on her to reckon. We don't get to judge Victoria Larson for what she does with her body, but not judge someone like Abigail because we love Abigail. Okay? So objectively speaking, I think we owe it to them to treat everybody with sort of the same energy. With that said, here's Victoria Larson's response to the before and after photos from her time as a cast member on Matt James' season to her glow up in the Florida sun and cosmetic booth or whatever the hell's going on here. She goes, guys, it's called sleep. By the way, I haven't had much sleep if you can see me. It was a long night of live streaming last night. And not having a swollen eye. Yes, I got my lips done, but they're also overlined in that photo. Going on The Bachelor straight from COVID in the pandemic, my priorities, honestly, were not wrapped around external beauty. I've gotten to focus on both internal and external beauty since then and would appreciate the hateful, hypocritical comments about my appearance and behavior while on a TV show to cease. Plus, I was always beautiful, so don't always judge someone from one season. Well, of course, this is where it becomes kind of tough because I firmly believe that an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. And with that said, she's saying other people are being hypocritical when, in fact, Victoria was the number one person to tear down other women. Those are the facts. I mean, I don't know. Did we watch a show where they made it all up? I don't think so, guys. I don't think it was all made up. By the end of the Women Tell All, people were apologizing to Victoria because of how, like, death threats she was getting. And I've said this before. I'm not here to minimize death threats. But if someone DMs you and they're not a variable person and they send you a skull emoji, it ain't a death threat, okay? People obviously are on the internet are dumb. So I'm not trying to make light of them, but she received a wrath of hate. Was it more than the hate she doled out to the contestants? Probably. But now she's asking people not to be hypocritical when she was that exact same person. I think the best case scenario for someone like Victoria Larson is to just zone out all the haters. Now, of course, as she says, did she get her lips done? Yes. Does that, they're obviously overlined, which I'm not a rocket scientist, but we know when you draw your lips on, it doesn't, you know what I mean? It's to accentuate them. You know what I mean? Anyway, I think she looks great. I actually think she doesn't look that fake. Leave a comment. Be supportive. I mean, I don't... Now, the question that I have is far less about her physical appearance and more about which Victoria Larson do we get on the show. So her excuse was when she joined Matt James' season, which was to her credit, during the height of the pandemic, she was saying, hey, I wasn't worried about my external beauty. I was trying to survive. I was doing this. I was doing that. So was this little glow up she got after being on the show, maybe a little encouragement from all the hate she received? Was that to help prove the haters wrong? We'll have to see. I will be judging her on Bachelor in Paradise solely on whether or not she seems like a kind human to others. We know that on the show, Bachelor, she did have friends on the show. So we know she's redeemable in one way or another. The question is going to be, does she lean into playing the a-hole or do we see some of the change she desperately says she has received? So anyway, you can go through all of the photos there. She's competing for Miss Florida USA. It's like a circuit, right? So right now she's Miss Fort Lauderdale, and then she's going to go to Miss Florida. And then from there, if she wins that, she will represent Florida in Miss USA. Spoiler, I used to know Miss Universe. Once she became Miss Universe, I never heard from her again. But I mean, who would contact me after becoming Miss Universe? I would have disowned my own family. That's what you do, folks. You get fame so you can avoid people. I'm kidding. I'll always be the same guy, I think. You tell me. Maybe not. I don't know. I am wearing a linen shirt with a nice beach background right here. Anyway, so that's her photo. I don't know. I don't know if Victoria looks overly photoshopped here. You can still kind of see some of her freckles. I don't know. Well, if you guys want to be a part of the conversation on over photoshopping in the media, which definitely exists, whether it exists right here or not, go check out Tasha's take. Actually, she's her info is right above here. I forgot to switch that out. That's Tasha's info, but you can go see. She just all of her videos are taken off. She'll be passing me in no time. Can't wait for that. So anyway. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of Victoria. Are we giving her a second chance? Clearly, she's getting one regardless of if we want to give her one or not. And we'll have to see how long she sticks around. Does she find love? Which one of these guys do you think would commit to her? Which one of the most recent guys would be a good match for Victoria? I can't imagine Connor. I could see James. I could see James and Victoria being one of those like sort of like Jersey Shore style couples that's like sort of trashy, but they kind of make it work. I'm not calling him trashy, but you know, with Victoria comes a level of royalty that one might only know if you've bleached yourself out on the Jersey Shore a little too long. Anyway, folks, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Tons of other content coming, so definitely go check all that out. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at DNeals and like this video, hit subscribe, and we'll see y'all later. Bye now.